How can you play the sector without owning a forest? Well, Paul Quinn of RBC Capital Markets is here with some names in the stock market that you can own. In fact, he just raises price targets on several of the lumber companies. Paul, it's good to have you. And it's interesting because sometimes high commodity prices hurt the companies trafficking in them, kind of depending on where they sit. So explain what's going on with the surge in lumber prices and who stands most to benefit.
Yeah, it's not just lumber. It's lumber. All building material prices seem to be up, but lumber is getting a lot of attention. OSB has also hit record prices. Same with plywood. What's causing it is really three factors. So we've had extremely strong repair and remodel demand right now, and that's driven by COVID and everybody staying home, everybody building a deck or an addition. You can sort of see those that strength in the results that Home Depot had out yesterday. That was up 25% in Q2 year over year. Lowe's came out this morning. They were up 35%. So repair and remodel is doing extremely well. New home construction is recovering. And lastly, we've had a number of capacity shuts, mostly in Canada on the lumber side, which started last year. And so you came into the year with low lumber inventories, and then you had this really robust demand, and that's where we're at, and that's why we've got the record lumber prices.
Yeah, and that issue with the Canadian supply chain is getting a lot of interest. People thought it was because the borders were shut down over trade. They thought it was because Canada needed all the lumber in its country. So whatever the vagaries are of what's happening there, tell us the names that you think investors can bet on, even after the run-up that we've already seen.
Yeah, sure. And what's interesting about this rally in the commodity prices is most of my stocks are linked to that commodity price, and they generally go lockstep. The stocks are lagging the commodity in this case. So I think there's still, quite a bit of runway in the stocks. In the U.S. market, the way to play it first and foremost would be Louisiana Pacific. We just raised our target to $42 on that. We have an outperform rating. I'd also play it through Weyerhaeuser or Potlatch. Weyerhaeuser and Potlatch are timber REITs. They both have lumber operations, but their main business is logs. So generally what you see is when lumber prices move up, so does log prices, and they get the benefit on both sides.
So maybe investors in the stocks are saying, hey, we don't know if these prices will be sustained. I can imagine some shorts piling in to say we're going to take advantage of this doubling because it can't persist. Why do you think that it might?
Well, there's just not enough inventory out there. I think the high prices are definitely going to slow down construction because, that marginal home that you're going to build is now uneconomic at today's lumber and panel prices. But right now, there's not enough lumber in the inventory channels. And, if you talk to the bulls out there on the trading side, and I talk to lumber traders, all week long, they would say that, because inventories are so scant in the distribution channel that people are not going to be able to build inventories by the end of the year. And then you'll go into the 2021 building season and it'll be even, it'll stay high as well. Now, I do expect prices to come down from these levels, but they're going to stay high. Everybody's order file is right at, almost to the end of September at this point. So, Q3 is in the bag. You're just looking at Q4.